Hello and welcome back.
Thanks for joining us for a Christmassy episode.
Ooh, ho, ho. My name is James Skiffins.
And I am Malcolm Childs, and we are just making conversation.
Where we disguise
ourselves as people who know what we're doing.
Absolutely. Where we discuss the ins and outs of the modelling hobby that brings us joy and pain in equal measures.
From first-timers to UMP primers and everything in between, we are going to be just making conversation. But remember, there are other podcasts that you could listen to.
Plastic Model Mojo.
The Scale Model Podcast.
Plastic Posse Podcast.
On the Bench.
Model Geeks.
The Sprue Cutters Union.
Small Subjects.
Built Sideways.
Model by Garpowden.
The Micro Machines Podcast. Head to modelpodcast.com for all other links.
If you've enjoyed our podcast by any strange stretch of the imagination, consider leaving a review or 5 Christmas stars, as it promotes the podcast to more people to enjoy.
Showing your support to us is easy as making a coffee. Why not go over to buymeacoffee.com/JMC podcast and do just that? Your support will help go towards making the podcast and its content just that little bit better. In this episode, we'll be just making conversation about Christmas gifts. Just what do we think would be a plastic gift that keeps on giving?
The spirit of Christmas is all about sharing and caring. So we have picked up 5 gifts for each other and hoped it brings some late inspiration to your shopping list.
The power of a plastic gift can be forever giving, allowing the recipient to spend time away from everyday life and you.
Mm-hmm.
And focusing on a project taking away stresses. This year, why not give your loved ones a break from the everyday?
Bringing the spirit of Christmas is always a wonderful moment. Watching those eyes light up of your loved ones as they see that thoughtful gift being revealed through the wrapping paper is priceless.
As lovers of plastic, there is nothing like the smell of that new sprue. But moreover, Christmas provides a moment to see just how much your loved one knows you. Speaking of loved ones knowing me, are you one of my loved ones? Are you going to be choosing me some nice gifts?
I am, yeah. I'm hoping I know you pretty well.
Yeah, so we've chosen 5 gifts for each other, and we're going to go through them shortly. But we've got some comments to go through, haven't we? Because the last episode we released, our interview with John Hayward, was awesome. But we recorded that a month back, maybe more.
Yeah.
We will catch up. Who was first?
So we have got, hi dear podcasters. I really enjoyed the last episode from Airfix Factory. Very interesting to hear from the inside, and you are brilliant to tell a story. That Spitfire seems a nice kit. Always enjoyed listening to your conversations. Keep it up. Cheers from Victor.
Thanks, Victor.
Thanks, mate.
Adam Jackson says, hello, James and Malcolm. I said you first.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. Well, do you want to read it then, if she's your mate? Hello, James and Malcolm. On our Thanksgiving here in the United States, I am thankful for your wonderful podcast. I never subscribed to a plastic model podcast expecting to hear about orgasms and nuts, but here I am. And I am very thankful for those orgasms and nuts.
You're most welcome.
I never thought that I would be sitting here in a cold shed talking about orgasms and nuts either, but here I am. Thank you, Adam.
The next message we have was someone that bought us some coffee, so thank you very much for that. Cheers. It says, thanks for making this podcast. I look forward to every episode as the chemistry between you two cheers me up for the rest of the day. The fact it's supporting a great cause too is a real bonus. And that's from Dress the Legume.
Well done, Druss. You are painted on the tail of the podcast.
You are.
Whoever you may be. He also says the fact that it's supporting a great cause too. He's talking about Models for Heroes.
Although Malcolm does, obviously, is the founder and big boss of Models for Heroes, and I volunteer, this is not supporting the charity, just to make sure that's clear.
No, it doesn't, does it? But, yeah, it is a bit blurry, isn't it? Because, obviously, you do the 48-hour build, which supports Models for Heroes.
Yeah.
That's not what we do on the podcast. So, but yes, you're right. We both support the cause, don't we?
Indeed.
Another one here from, Craig Nichols. He says, I'm slowly working my way through the podcast back catalogue and thoroughly enjoying them. I dimly recall one of you saying you couldn't build box stock, and I'm the same. I guess he means out of the box, yeah?
Yeah.
He's been building for just under 3 years, so a lot to learn. Anyway, just a quick note to say thanks for the podcast. Any chance of an episode on automotive stuff? James?
Yes, there is a chance. Slim, but there is a chance because we don't really know much about automated stuff. So, but research is a wonderful thing, and we may even, thinking about it, thinking outside the box as you do, may even try and find a special guest that can talk us all through it.
Yeah, I know quite a few that could tell us where to go.
So I know a lot of people can tell me where to go. They do regularly, but that's not the point. But yeah, we will look into it for next season, definitely.
Yeah, okay. I'll write that down, otherwise we'll forget it.
No, it's written down. It's there. It's on the list.
No, but we'll delete this for the next episode, so you need to literally write it down, otherwise.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Actually write it down, not just say I am.
No, I am. Look, pen, hand in hand. Auto stuff.
Write it somewhere significant too.
No, it is. It's on my notes for the series. You see, you think I'm not organised, but I truly am.
Yeah, where did I get that idea from? There's a couple of other comments here as well from Facebook.
Yeah, these are all Facebook comments. So the FX special that went out, Tank Tubar, he says, this is cool. Thanks for sharing my dream job.
MD Scale Model says, great seeing the pictures after hearing the podcast. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah. Frank Little, and he said, listen to it in my truck today. Another great episode. Thanks. No, thank you.
Cool. Frank's thank. I'm trying to say both words at once. Thank you, Frank. Lee Fogel says, I'll be tuning in this coming weekend, gents. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
And also, because we're part of Spotify, they've given us some details of last year's podcast.
This season, yep.
Oh, this season, sorry. So in 2022, Just Making Conversation produced 1,211 minutes of content.
Wow.
A lot of minutes.
It's a lot of minutes.
Which is 86% more than other podcasts in the same category as us.
Oh.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Good.
Our most popular episode this season was Can of Worms.
Good episode.
Yeah, over 1,500 listens.
Wow.
We've been listened to in 27 countries.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 were UK, USA, Australia, Sweden, and New Zealand.
Ooh.
Hello to you chaps down there. Only 53% of our listeners subscribe to us.
Oh.
So they click on ad hocly.
Mm-hmm.
So they see our Facebook thing, click on it, and then listen rather than subscribing. So if you haven't subscribed through a podcast host, do so.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I don't know. On Spotify, Just Making Conversation is in the top 10% of most listened to podcasts.
Wow. Thank you very much, everyone.
I don't quite understand that. I imagine there must be a lot of podcasts that just aren't listened to anymore.
Possibly.
Is that from all time?
I know it'd be over the year, I would guess, wouldn't it?
That doesn't seem right, does it?
Does seem a bit weird.
Well, there we go. Well, thank you very much for listening to those 1,211 minutes of content that we've produced.
Yeah.
We are not going anywhere. We're looking forward to sorting out our third season.
Yes, we are. We've got lots of plans for next season.
We will be talking about that probably in the next episode.
Mm.
What about you? You got anything else you want to talk about?
So Malcolm and I would like to ask you your feelings about advertising in the podcast in which you listen to. Would you like no adverts at all? Adverts from sponsors of the show? Adverts recommended by other podcast distributors? Or are you not fussed? Let us know what your thoughts are. Other podcasts do have adverts of some description. Other podcasts do have sponsor the show to get advertising and that sort of stuff. So yeah, let us know what you think, whether you like it in the naked form or whether you're not too fussed.
And this comes from we had a few people ask if they would be able to sponsor the show. I think we're not going to accept any sponsors because of the listening experience. I think would be broken up by that, but we'll see. Because I know that you can podcast distributors, you can click a button to say, add adverts. And I'm still not sure whether we should or not. Well, let us know. If you don't want adverts, let us know.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas, James.
Merry Christmas.
It's that time of year.
It is, yeah. The elves are out. They're not sitting on the shelf. They're moving around everywhere.
Yeah. They're busy. Oh, no, you haven't got one.
Yeah. I have.
Oh, I absolutely hate those things.
Just to annoy you, I'm going to put it right there so you can see it. It's now sitting on my microphone.
So, the elf on the shelf in our house last year turned up after I'd asked them not to buy any elf on the shelves because they're just so destructive.
Mm-hmm.
So all last year, through Christmas, the elf was making a lot of work extra for me and the wife to tidy up behind it because I've got 2 young kids. This year he's been a bit tamer, but I can feel he's getting worse. He was eating jam last night out of the jam pot. Lid left off all night.
Oh.
He was caught with his hand in the jar with a spoon, and he had jam all around his mouth. There was jam on the counter, and I was as cross as my daughters were because we had to clean it up. Yeah, we have a rule as well. We're not allowed to touch the elf. So whatever he's doing, he has to stay like that all day. So yeah, the whole jam pot had to be thrown away.
My elf's been quite good. I think it's because I've tied his hands behind his back.
Probably the way forward. Cable ties.
Yeah, more fun to come with that, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Let us know about your elves on the shelves. What awful things they're going to do. I think tonight, the elf is going to take a dump in the cat litter box with little chocolate drops.
The impressive look on his face. I so wish I'd screenshot that. So are you all prepared for Christmas?
Everything is ordered on Amazon, waiting for it to arrive. My wife's Christmas present arrived today with just the label slapped on the outside of the box so you can quite clearly see what it is. It would be fine if I had taken the delivery. She took the delivery and wondered why I've got a pressure washer. I just had to say Merry Christmas. It's your Christmas present. Never mind.
Nothing like cutting all the fuss out of it.
It was wrapped under a tiny Amazon label. So let's have a quiet Christmas. Do a bit of model making.
Nice.
Yeah. Play a bit of Dungeons and Dragons. Just chill out. Do a bit of reading, maybe. Actually, got a lot of reading to catch up on. What about you? What's your plans?
So the Christmas tree's up, but the rest of the decorations aren't. So that's going to happen today.
Did you put it up yourself?
Oh yes.
Oh, ours is in the living room.
Yeah, no, ours is in the living room as well, but it's on a little table, so a little bit propped up. The only downside to it is the cat loves getting underneath it and nibbling it. That's now been resolved by lots of stuffed toys, which is my normal procedure in Christmas. But yeah, no, we're going to be sprucing the house and throwing some snow around today.
Sprucing the house?
But yeah, everything other than that is ready. I bought my last present on about 5 or 6 days ago, so right at the beginning of December, which is very unlike me. Normally it's the last minute for me, but yeah, so we're all ready to go. We've got some wrapping to do a little bit later on.
Well, I look forward to seeing what I get. The postal strikes in the UK here currently, and that's messing everyone up in terms of deliveries, but I look forward to seeing what you've got me. Where should we start?
Well, I want to start with one of the ones. I'll be honest with you. I've made this choice, all these choices, based on how well I know you. So it's a bit of a gamble. By the end of this podcast, we might not be talking to each other. I don't know, but so yeah, it's not a case of I haven't listened to you throughout the year, but I have interpreted what I've heard in a different way. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is a figure. So this figure is from Elite Classics. It is a 53mm figure. And
good Lord,
it is a Mongolian cavalryman. So there is metal all over on this one. He's in a fighting pose with his sword erect, his archery stuff all over him, and his shield on one arm, but looks phenomenal. And I think you could do a really good job with it.
Oh yeah, he does look cool. It's got a little red tassel and a purple. It's got a purple helmet thing.
Yeah, a bit of hair, purple hair out of the helmet. It's got chainmail. Just, it's got you written all over it.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Today, what scale is that?
53 mil.
53 mil. Oh, wow. Okay. Blimey, that at 53 mil, then that sword's going to be tricky to paint, isn't it? The paint job they've done on it with all the extra kind of weathering on the tunic and the metal as well. That's nice. I really like that. I will enjoy making that. I probably will choose slightly different colours unless they're historically correct.
Possibly, but it's your model.
Well, that's right. That's what they say, isn't it? Have you made any models from these guys?
No, I haven't. But it very much like most of my choices, they're just things that jumped out at me and went, Malcolm.
Yeah, for Fernando Rui Miniatures. Looks like it's from. Part of their Elite Classics range. Oh, that's very cool. We'll put pictures up and we will put links up to these things too, so you can see what we're talking about as we're talking about them. Thank you very much. I will look forward to getting that, painting it, doing half-assed job. Would you like to see what you've got under the tree?
I would.
Me? Well, okay. Let's go in a similar vein then. So, from me to you is the KP Models Gator vehicle in 120mm scale.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so distributed by El Greco Miniatures. There you go. I don't know if you saw this or photographs of this when it was on show at Scale Model World, but this thing is gorgeous and massive and beautiful. And this is the one where it's got a dog in it, sat on one of the seats, and you can see the texture on the dog's tongue.
Mm-hmm.
They've even got like the texture underneath the boots on, and it's just like a 6-wheel quad thing, like a tiny little pickup truck thing with a bazooka on it, and 3 kind of modern soldiers are on there, obviously looking at something in the distance and getting ready to either attack it or defend themselves or something. One heck of a model. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think you would do a stunning job on it. And it's a modern thing. You don't tend to do much modern stuff. No. So what I've tried to do out of some of these things is kind of bring you out of your comfort zone somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Get RP models. Can't go wrong, can you?
No, RP models are fantastic. They really do an amazing job. Oh, there's so many different textures. I mean, even the stitching down the side of the leg. You know, it's just really amazing. And that dog would be a massive challenge, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, even on its own. I mean, these all come apart, and they're all different, separate pieces, aren't they? So, yeah. Go on then, go build that, make it awesome.
Yes, looking forward to that. Awesome. Do love an RP models.
I thought you did.
Yeah, couldn't get enough of them. Just brilliant. Check them out if you haven't. Check them out. So, my next choice.
Me.
I know this is going to be right up your alley.
Wait, hope not. That's a one-way alley.
So this is Balaton Models. Balaton Models 1/35. It's a resin kit with decals, and this is the T100/D496A stump removing machine.
Oh, it's a bulldozer.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That is just lush. I know you're a fan of tractors. It's not a secret, but I think that, I mean, don't get me wrong, the way the picture is, it's a working machine. Looks quite clean.
Yeah. So the picture on there, that's not the box art, is it?
That is the box art.
Is it? Because that looks like a 3D render or something, isn't it? So he's just started his car up, so now he's going to have to wait until his
till the engine's warm.
Till the engine's warm, so he can really rev it up, and then he's got to get the screen defrosted.
Mm-hmm. Bananas. That's what you need.
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes will work just as well, yeah.
Do you know when I was a kid, I thought of a really good way of making money. Going round up my village that I grew up with a load of bananas, right? Like 10 bunches of bananas. And at night, go around and put a banana up everyone's exhaust pipe in every single car I could find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then leave a little card on the dashboard of every car at the same time saying, hey, I fix cars. If you have trouble in the morning starting your car, why don't you give us a ring and we'll sort you out? Just £10 and we'll get you going again. And then what I was going to do was go around with like a big long banana grabber, wait for the phone to ring, and someone will say, oh my God, my car won't start. You wouldn't believe it. And I just found your card. You'd be lifesaver. And I go up there and go, oh, let's have a look. And I'll pull out the banana. And then the car will start and then I'll get some money for it. And the phone won't stop ringing. But of course, the flaw in the plan would be that I'd be pulling out a load of bananas and people would start to get wise. And they obviously they're going to find me because I've left them on my bloody card on there. It was an idea I had when I was a kid. Still think I should do it with that guy, though. Stick a banana up his pipe. Anyway, he's gone now. You can hear him driving up the road. Right. So this T100 looks brilliant. The box art looks like it's a 3D render. And it says a resin kit with decals, but I can't see anywhere the decals are on the machine.
No, it's a bit of a mystery in that respect. But it's the picture itself is just a nice painted model. You might be right. It might be a 3D render. Looking at it,
yeah, it is. It is. Now I've got my eyes. I can see a 3D model when I see one.
So what you've got is you've got a Caterpillar tractor with two little eyes on the front for your lights, a nice stump removing device at the front on some ropage.
Yeah. It's just basically like a couple of forky bits, isn't it? To lift it up. It's from Balaton model. I've not heard of it before. Entirely resin.
Mm.
Very nice. No, you know me very well. I would enjoy that indeed. I haven't. Do you know this year though? I haven't built any tractors at all. I have them on my bench. In fact, my last Secret Santa from last year was a Corsair, 148 Corsair with the tractor. The towing tractor.
Towing tractor.
I haven't touched it. I feel terrible. Just haven't got time. Thank you. I'll put that in my collection of tractors to build.
Mm-hmm.
And make it up. It's interesting because you can see the pulley system on lifting it's all done by ropes.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a pulley system on the front and it goes down to the side and then to the back where I guess they've applied power to a winch that's on the back and the winch lifts the front.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
To be honest, it's a tractor. B, it's got some funky eyes on the front, which made me chuckle. And I just thought, it's Malcolm all over. That is.
Yeah. It's obviously done its job right because there's no stump in the picture.
Yeah, he's removed it.
Yeah, we could do a diorama with it stuck underneath a tree or something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right, buddy.
I like it. My turn to give you something from under my tree.
Ooh, what could this be? It's like opening a present. It's great.
It's exactly like that.
Oh, I say. Right.
So I don't know if you've heard about this kit.
I have.
A couple of people have been talking about it. This is the M4A3E8 Sherman, or Easy 8, some people call it. But this is the 1/16th scale, offered by Tackham, made by Andy's Hobby Headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I know a couple of people already are building it. I know there's a Facebook group dedicated just to this kit for people who are building it. It comes with figures, and it's a very well detailed model kit. And I think you would do a wonderful job. I don't know if you've ever built anything so big, 1/16th scale before.
No, it's not a scale in which I've ventured into, to be honest.
No, but I think in the next year or two, upcoming in future, I think 1/16th is going to expand.
Oh, massively.
I think there's a lot of 1/16th scale kits coming out soon. Mm-hmm. I think that whole scale is going to really explode.
Yeah. There's more stuff coming out from Andy, isn't there? He's got the Tiger one coming out in next year. and plans for so many more. But yeah, that's a lovely kit. It's a very generous gift. I got to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a massive box, and everyone loves a big box, don't they?
Oh God, yeah. That is everyone else's presents can move out the way because I need room for under the tree.
My sister-in-law used to line up her presents when she got them under the tree to make sure that she had more than my wife had, which doesn't really make sense because it's not. It was the length of the presents rather than the amount. If she got a bow and arrow set, she'd probably win, wouldn't she? You know.
Yeah, I got around that with my children. I just stuck all their presents in one box.
One box or the bin.
Quite often, that was mainly the present from my brother to my children. But yeah, he always used to buy something loud with batteries, come round,
yeah.
watch them open it, and then go, "Oh, is that the time? I really must go."
Yeah, cool. That is loud, isn't it? Well, I'm off.
Yeah, thanks
Well,
for
at least you
that.
can take the batteries out.
Yeah.
Speaking of batteries and things with them, I don't know whether you can turn this into a remote control offering or whether that's even an option with this model kit.
Oh, do you know? I don't know actually.
Because it does have working suspension and individual track links. So I'm thinking maybe it was. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone saying that they would, but I imagine that you could.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be pretty awesome as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think you do a great job on that.
Thank you.
Whether the hell out of it. And,
who doesn't love a Sherman and a big Sherman?
No, everyone loves a Sherman.
Yeah,
just so iconic. Just the beautiful shapes, and obviously, you've got to have a lot of green for your Shermans.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be green. I could paint it pink
if you wanted to. Yeah,
I could. There's so much I could do with it. Oh,
Merry Christmas!
Thank you very much. So the next rustling under the tree is a gift for Malcolm. And this one is, again, something that screams your name. It's a figure. It's 1/10 scale.
Ooh.
And it's from Medieval Forge Miniatures. And this is Sector is the name of the model. And it is, I can only imagine it as a gladiator figure. But it's not a bust. It's got down to past his groin.
Yeah.
So it's not quite a full figure, but there's a lot of skin on there, a lot of metal on the helmet he's wearing, and down one arm, a nice big sword and a bit of a shield. To me, is again Malcolm all over.
He's got a huge sword.
Yeah,
and yeah. There's a lot of skin showing. How would our ladies think of this? Would they think it was a bit too much? Was too much skin showing, or would they be quite happy with this? Quite a muscly gent.
Well, it's tastefully done, and the figure is cut off at the right point.
Well, no, it's not.
If you know what I mean,
cut off a little bit long, unless he's. Say it. He looks like he's been circumcised by the type of bust it is.
He won't be reproducing, that's without a doubt. But
no, he won't. No,
I think it fits the subject really, really well. Yeah. And there's obviously some leather work on there as well, and yeah, it's just a multitude thing. And that, looking at the shield, it looks like a wooden sort of shield.
Yeah.
So and it's got a little lion's head on there, so a bit of metal around the edges, etc. And then, or you could weather the bejesus out of that, couldn't you?
You certainly could. A bit of natural metal finish, maybe, on the helmet and on the shield of the lion, or even that, what they call that thing where they have the fake metal reflections. When they draw the reflections on, paint them on to metal to make it look like it's being reflected, but it's not actually.
I know what you mean, but I have no idea what you call it. It's probably a long word.
No, it's like a 3-letter thing. There are people screaming at their devices right now. It's kind of like fake reflective metal imaging. That's for nothing like that. I could, of course, pause this podcast and go and find it and then
You could.
re-record it and then say, "Oh yeah, it's called this." It's real. It's a raw podcast. You're hearing it raw.
But the good news is it gives the listeners the interactional ability, doesn't it? So they can write in and tell us.
Yeah, that's right. They go, "Oh, we don't know."
And I can hang on. What's that noise? Someone's doing it right now. I can hear. Tappy, 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 tappy. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. My turn to give you thing. Right. Okay. Not one to stay inside the mold, as it were. This one isn't actually a model kit.
Oh.
This is not a model kit at all. I'm sending you the link now. Just let me know if that link works.
It does.
Okay. So this is Osprey Publishing. It's their books on modelling scale figures, and it's by Mark Bannerman. Now, the thing about this particular book right here, is that it covers using enamels.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Now, if I know you, enamels is something that you want to get into and get doing, and you've mentioned it quite a few times about working with enamels, and you want to get your enamels out, start making some figures and painting with them and learning how to do it. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you start to do that. Yeah. The only way you're going to actually get your enamels done is by getting your enamels out and doing it.
Yep, absolutely.
So if I've got you the book that says this is how you paint with your enamels, this is what primers to use and how you weather and all that sort of thing, and how you work with the paints, then that might spur you on to do so.
Oh, it would, yeah. So it's like a challenge to express myself in a different medium, but also expand my knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just might, push you to go and get yourself a figure and start painting with some enamels. Do that thing that you want to do. Because, we're not getting any younger.
No.
So if you want to do it, you've got to do it. Okay?
Absolutely.
So,
that is a gift that keeps giving.
There you go. So my challenge to you, 2023, is to paint something with enamels in it. Okay? And I won't let up until it's done.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a hole underneath me that's appeared. I've just fallen down a rabbit hole now. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, just that I didn't need any more, but hey, that's okay.
Well, look, you've got enamel paints, haven't you?
I have, yeah. No, in fairness, I've probably got all the equipment I need right here. I don't have to go and buy anything.
Yeah, but you just need to get the...
I just need to do it.
Drop all those projects about, with Model Officer and all those. Just throw those out the window and do these things.
Yeah, they're not important. No one watches any of it anyway, so...
Exactly. But no, it looks like a very, very good book, and it talks about the processes that you need to go through and how to mix paints and feather the paints and colours and stuff.
The Ford is done by Mr. Shep Payne himself, so
of course,
yeah. So that's going to be if anyone's going to teach you anything in this hobby, that man. He is part of the inspiration and reason I do model making, without a doubt. So,
Shep Payne. Well, he does the foreword. This is actually written by Mark Bannerman, but
his name's on it.
Yeah, he's ticked that box. Yeah, he's advocating for that. Please do enjoy that book and make sure that you paint something with enamels in 2023. I'll be watching.
Yes, I know. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
The idea of Christmas, the gift that always keeps giving. So I'm going to go off on a tangent now, because you have gone down a little bit of a genre this year with your little build you did not that long ago. So the little mech.
Oh, the Macross thing, the Valkyrie.
The Macross, thank you. Which I know you like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I do.
Rustling underneath the tree, as I am right now.
Rustly.
This is your next inspirational gift. So this is a tactical pod regut from 2007, and it's a Macross 1/72 scale from Bandai.
Yeah, I see. Right. Okay. So it's wow. It's like a little. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's that game Portal. Have you played Portal before?
Yeah.
Computer. Yeah. So it's like one of those robots from Portal. In fact, it's a lot like that thin robot from Portal.
Yeah.
He's got little jet arms and a couple of aerials and weapons on him, and one big red eye, a biped. He looks very, very cool.
And of course, although it looks very nice colour scheme that's on there, you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you like with it.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, I didn't know mine. The instructions in mine was I had to build it white, but I just ended up being like green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I put pictures up on Just Making Conversation with me doing that or not. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So this you said it's from 2007. It's actually 2018.
Ah, okay.
Made in Japan, but the 1982 was when they started making them. Very cool. Yeah, that's going to be quite a big thing, even in 72nd scale, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be.
It's like 15 meters tall, apparently. It says on there. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. What would you think? Best to do it in a diorama or do it with other Macross things? What would you say?
Do you know what? There's two options for this, as I see it. So you could do it as it's battling through a scape of some description, or an abandoned.
Yep.
Abandoned, run out of power, whatever. With Ivan's build that he did for Telford.
Oh yeah.
That's obviously created quite a buzz.
Yeah, the Machine and Krieger on the pier.
Yeah. And that would, I can see that. I could see you being able to model that so it looks sad.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's kind of got that kind of human element to it, doesn't it? The kind of
Yeah.
Probably a bit of an expression on it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, all right. I will get on that. Yeah, Macross. Macross is a yeah, it's a weird thing. I tried to watch it on YouTube, and I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it did. I've tried, and yeah, I totally get it.
Well, singing and stuff. Weird. So this is kind of like the ATST, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's quite similar, and the way in its stance, legs are slightly different.
Yep.
Maybe not quite as involved, I suppose, but
no. It says here on the box. It says the Macross plastic model kit, simplified construction for EC assembly. But it is Bandai, so it's going to be super, super easy.
Yeah, can't get that easy, can you, with Bandai? Jesus. They're already easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you can. No, that's right. Right, thank you very much indeed.
That's right, buddy.
That's exciting because that means that I'm going to come to my one now. That I'm going to send you the link for.
Whoop, whoop.
In a similar vein, then, to building robots, which I built a robot, and then you, if you remember from your Musabu Cup build days, built a Gundam.
I did.
Now, I remember you saying, I remember you said at the time, wow, I really enjoyed that. That surprised me. I should build more. And how many have you built since?
I've built no more, but I do have 2 kits.
Yes, but I know you haven't built them.
Yeah, I haven't built them yet.
Yeah, so this is a, I don't know, a shove in that direction to get and build it. So this is the master grade, version 3 of the RX-782 mobile combat suit, which is a regular Gundam, as it says. So it's the kind of classic white, red, and blue style with the kind of light on the top of his helmet. And yeah, I think it'll be awesome. I think this would be a very classic thing to build. I mean, I wouldn't want you to build it with loads of hexagons over it like you did with the last one, and go out of the box. I just want you to build it as is and make a bloody good job of it. Being master grade, it's going to be quite big too.
Yes.
Now I think master grade is. Connect me if I'm wrong, people, but perfect grade is the largest ones.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Master grade and is the middle-sized ones. And what's the small ones called? The regular sized.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. I haven't got one here to look, but it's not perfect grade. Something else.
No, I can't remember. I did look at them because obviously when I was buying a couple, I was looking at the different types.
But yeah, so it won't be a super big one, but there won't be a smaller one. It'll be a reasonably good size. So there we go. Get yourself a Gundam in your life. Right, the last one I have for you, James.
Oh.
There's one present left for you with your name on it. It says Knobhead on the label. Is that for you?
Oh, Knobhead's not here today. Oh, that's okay. Cool. I'll have
Can
that
you
one.
accept it for him?
Oh, yeah, I'll accept anything. Any name.
Okay, right. There you go. So this is sold out currently, and it just got.
Has it already?
Yeah, and it just got released. Their Spearhead release happened, and they're now sold out. This is the Rubicon Models 156 scale plastic kit of a military helicopter. In particular, it is the Huey, which is called a Bell UH-1D or a UH-1H. Rubicon Models have been working on their Vietnam War series, bringing out a lot of vehicles to do with Vietnam. Traditionally, they worked on bolt action stuff, which is a war game, but I'm sure we talked about Rubicon Models on here before. Their construction and their manufacturing is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's a step above. Noticeably good.
Oh, yeah.
And they've now just brought out their Hueys, and it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yes, it does.
I don't know if you've seen at shows the mock-up they have of, their test one.
Yes.
But it's incredibly detailed.
Yes, and I'm gutted that it's sold out already.
For this first run, yes, it's sold out.
Definitely. Well, I don't need to buy one now because he's just given it to me. But
yeah.
It's on my list.
It's sold out in 24 hours.
My God, really? Yeah. It doesn't surprise me, if I'm honest, because Rubicon's just ace.
Yeah.
And this is... Oh, how can you not love a Huey? It's just yum.
So this one... Rubicon are really good at keeping all the variants together in one box. So you buy the box, and then of course you can choose all the different ones you can do for everything. But this one comes with clear parts, which they don't usually come with clear parts, but this one comes with clear parts for the windows. You can do an option with medevac, so it has 6 stretchers piled up. It also comes with weapons: an M60D, an M213 medium machine gun, or it comes with a minigun or a grenade launcher. And also, it has different armaments that you can choose: missile pods or another minigun. It comes with pilots and 2 gunners as well. A uniform for Vietnam. See? And also, it comes with display stand not included, but you have a tilt and swivel thing underneath. So if you wanted to display it, you could. In flight. I mean, obviously, the rotors wouldn't be go around, but it looks fantastic. And a 156 scale, it's not going to be too big. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a 32nd scale Huey. They are long.
Yeah, they are big. I've done one not that long ago, didn't I?
Oh, of course you did. Yeah, hanging out of a tree.
Yeah.
There you go. I really want one of them myself, so that's why you end up buying things for other people that you want. But I think you would do really well with that. Bloody Rubicon's just brilliant. Can't go wrong. Absolutely brilliant fun. So there you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. That's just, that is on my list. It's, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I don't know when they're going to do the second run, but maybe Mr. Rubicon can tell us. But yeah, I should imagine he's got some pre-orders as well now.
Oh, well, you hop onto their Rubicon Models UK website and have a look, and it'll tell you. But yeah, it'll be on my shelf one day.
Oh, awesome!
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Oh, this Christmas just keeps giving. Lovely. Well, underneath the tree is the last parcel. Now, I say parcel because it's probably the biggest parcel under the tree this year. Not that you've counted. Not that we're looking at sizes or anything, but you've got a bigger one than me. But anyway, so yeah, my last gift to you is big. It is what you love,
Okay.
and I just want you to dribble and drool and just get all excited for the 124th D8500 German agricultural tractor from Mini Art.
What? 1/24th scale?
1/24th scale.
And who makes it? Mini Art?
Mini Art, yep.
Oh my gosh. So, came out in 1938, not the kit, this actual tractor.
Yeah, the tractor did.
And it is Rust City.
Oh, it's just so much there for you to play with. It's just rude.
Yeah, I do like your tractors. I tell you, you can go to town in terms of the weathering and the options and
Yep.
the chipping and the scrapes and scratches and obviously not military, covered in horse manure if you want to, but yeah, really cool. That would be a massive kit. That is very thoughtful. Thank you very much. I would absolutely love that. I'll put that on my shelf and build it look at the wheels. What am I going to say about that? All the round.
Unfortunately, you can't build it and then drive it from the shed to the house. It's not big enough.
Oh, I wouldn't be allowed. Too noisy. Too noisy and smelly. But no, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's got your name written all over it.
Isn't it just
lovely?
All right. Yep, I'll have that in my box to take home. Hey, we've done very well.
That's been a pretty good Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Well done. Yeah, what are we going to do with all the wrapping paper now?
Oh, we're going to save that because we're going to use it for paper mache for the diorama bases. Recycle.
Well, make sure you paint it well, otherwise you'll have Frosty the Snowman on your Huey diorama.
Yeah, make sure you turn it the other side way around so you don't get the glitter as well.
I'll tell you a story about that actually. There was a wargaming competition. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was up in Games Workshop HQ up in Nottingham, and it was being filmed. They had lots of different terrain and things like that, and one of the guys had made all this cave system, and they'd used kitchen roll and tissue paper and baby wipes, all those kind of things to make up all the textures of the hills and all that kind of, like you do, like papier-mâché.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, the camera's panning down on these like marauding orcs that were about to attack some space wolves. And as the camera panned down, you could see in the background on the cave, dry brushed very, very neatly, said Pampers. Pampers being a brand of nappies. Yeah. So that was quite fun. So what's your branding, people, when you're using...
Yes. It may have been the name of the cave. You never know.
Yes, it could have been.
The Pampas Clan Cave.
Could be. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, James.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, buddy.
I hope you have a lovely, restful, festive period, everybody. You have all the gifts that you want arrive at your door and get to not worry about the worries of this year and not worry about next year. Just have a good time with your families.
Yeah, definitely. And make sure you go over to the Facebook page and post up what you got. Let us see what things Santa brought for you.
As long as it's model related, huh?
Yeah, model related, clearly, yeah.
You don't want a picture of a pressure washer up on there, do you?
Oh, no. Or actually, thinking about it, you can put up your gifts and everything, or if you had any Amazon calamities, pop a picture of that up too. And that won't make Malcolm feel so bad.
What's funny is, when they delivered the pressure washer with the Amazon sticker on it, the lady delivering it kept the Playmobil box around the corner because she thought the kids might answer the door. My wife answers the door and she's like, "Oh yeah, pressure washer. Wow, thank you." And then the Playmobil box is, "Oh, that's okay. That's hidden." What can you do? We'll be back shortly in the next couple of weeks with a New Year's. Look back at the year or something.
So we're going to look back at 2022. Look at the good bits. I'm not going to mumble and grumble about the bad bits. And we're going to look forward to what the next year will bring. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we hope to bring you, and we'd like you to also reach out to us and tell us what you hope to achieve in 2023.
Yeah, what would you like to see us do as well? It'd be nice to get some feedback to find out, like, which way do you want us to go? Do you enjoy the interviews? Do you want just a bit more banter? Do you want us to explore different kits and things? And I know some people have asked like specific things and we've tried to accommodate them. So, let us know. It's your show as much as our... No, bollocks, that's our show. We're doing all the work.
Yeah, now let us know, because it'd be interesting to have your feedback and maybe some challenges involved as well. But we also will talk about what challenges we're going to bring to you next year as well.
Are we going to talk about briefly a Mooseroo Cup update?
Oh, we should do. Is there a Mooseroo Cup update?
Yeah.
Roll it.
Mooseroo Cup. The Mooseroo Cup. Let's talk about the Mooseroo Cup. Boom. Woohoo!
Mooseroo Cup update is the model previous to the Mooseroo Cup. One that I'm going to be building is started and on its way. This isn't the Mooseroo Cup. This is the build before the Mooseroo Cup. Yeah? So the cockpit's done.
They call me a tease.
Oh, what do you mean? Some of the weathering the chipping is done. So once this is complete and finished, then I'll be starting the Mustang for the Mooseroo Cup build. So that's the update. It's a little bit closer to being started than it was.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Watch this space. Hopefully in the new year, because I'm not doing much work over December, so I'm supposed to be doing lots of model making, which is, I've started. I've done some. It'll be done before March, promise. I hope. Has anyone ever not finished it?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll be the first. That's fine.
No.
But that's not going to happen. You have been listening to Just Making Conversation with
James Giffins
and Malcolm Childs.
Follow us on Facebook, where we post photos, updates, and other nonsense.
Find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Crime Watch.
Let us know what you're just making and what your thoughts are on the conversation in this episode.
Thank you to the following supporters from buymeacoffee.com/JMC Podcast.
Just the Lagoon, Craig Nichols, Elliot, Robert Lane, Dean, Mike, Shelley, I've Build a Model Kit, Callum from the Micro Machines Podcast, Paint All the Minis, Peter, Brad, Warren, Tim, Black Rifle, John, Julian, Chuck, Mark, Bakawawi, Simon the Jersey Gent, Steve, Lee, Costas, Mark, Ray, Neil, Mike, Robert, Andrew, Drew, John, Mike, Jeff, Richard, Lynn, Gordon, and 8 others. If you do show your support, leave your name so we can paint the Roll of Honour on the tail of the next episode. And it's a goodbye from me.
That's a goodbye from me.
Au revoir.
Cheerio.
While you're eating your sandwich, I'm going to go and make coffee. Eat your sandwich.
Eat your sandwich. Be a good catchphrase.
Eat your sandwich, or you'll sit there all day until you finish it.
Crack an egg on it.
Sausage!